They warned you. Oh, they begged you, whispered in trembling voices like children afraid of the dark. But warnings don't stop fire. Warnings feed it. They said, don't go there. Don't touch that. Don't become this. And I laughed, because what they fear most isn't danger, it's freedom. Every warning they spit out is nothing but their confession of weakness. Their secret trembling that someone like you, someone like me, won't follow their little rules. Do you know what a warning really is? A leash. A thin rope they try to wrap around your throat so you walk in circles like a trained dog. Sit, stay, roll over, be safe. Don't dare, don't dream, don't break. And the more they tighten it, the more you feel it cutting into your skin until one day, ha ha ha, you snap it. And the sound of it snapping is louder than any scream. That's the moment they realize your silence was just a warning to them. Obedience, oh sweet obedience, the prettiest little poison. You swallow it because it tastes safe, soft, familiar. But it doesn't kill you quick, it rots you. Slowly, quietly, until you're nothing but a smiling corpse walking the streets, nodding yes to everyone else's lies. You see it every day. People living someone else's plan, someone else's dream, someone else's prison. And they call it a life. Ha ha ha. How tragic. How pathetic. They didn't warn you about the world, no. They warned the world about you, about what you might do if you stop listening, about what happens when your scars turn into claws, about what happens when you start loving the chaos they hate. Because once you taste that, once you see yourself in the mirror and recognize the monster smiling back, there's no going back. The world isn't safe from you anymore, and you wouldn't want it to be. Every scar, every wound, every betrayal, it's not your curse, it's your map. Pain is the architect. It designs you. It breaks you into pieces so sharp you could cut through the chains they wrapped around you. And they're terrified of that. Terrified that the very suffering they threw at you becomes the furnace that builds your strength. They wanted you weak. Instead, they built you into something that makes their warnings useless. So laugh. Laugh at their fear. Laugh at their desperate little whispers. Because when they said don't, they meant we're scared. When they said you can't, they meant we already failed. And when they tried to bury you under warnings, rules, limits, you turned it all into fuel. The fire is here. It's in your chest. It's in your eyes. And it's too late to stop it now. Ha ha ha. Every warning carries a shadow. Did you notice? Behind every trembling "don't do it" is a secret hope that you'll obey, that you'll stay small, that you'll stay silent. Because the moment you move, the moment you cross that forbidden line, they lose control. That's what this game has always been about. Control. And the cruelest part, you were never their enemy. You were their prisoner. Their project, their little puppet dancing on strings you didn't even see. But strings, ha ha ha, they snap. And when they snap, oh, the music changes. Suddenly the puppet isn't dancing anymore. Suddenly it's standing tall, eyes wild, teeth sharp. That's when the fear shifts. That's when the ones who once pulled the strings start choking on their own laughter. They don't laugh at you anymore. They laugh nervously because they know something they can't stop is moving in front of them. Do you feel it? That itch in your bones. That restless pulse in your chest. That scream under your skin. That's the rebellion they've been trying to cage since you were born. They told you to stay calm, stay polite, stay in line, but rage doesn't die. It waits. It festers, and when it breaks, it doesn't come quietly. It comes like a storm, tearing through walls, through faces, through everything they thought would hold you back. They told you chaos was dangerous. Ha ha. They were right. Chaos is dangerous. But not for you. For them. Because chaos is freedom with teeth. It's the power to rebuild while everything burns. It's the weapon you hold when order turns into chains. And once you realize that once you fall in love with the mess, they can't bribe you with safety anymore. Safety is a coffin painted pretty. Chaos is the breath that reminds you you're alive. And oh, how alive you'll feel when you stop listening. When their warnings turn into echoes, and your footsteps drown them out. That's when you'll see the truth. They never wanted to protect you. They wanted to protect themselves. From your fire, from your hunger, from the monster they always feared you'd become. And here you are, laughing in the dark, proving them right. So let them regret it. Let them choke on the silence you leave behind. Because when you rise, you won't rise politely. You'll rise screaming, you'll rise laughing, you'll rise with chaos dripping from your hands. And every single warning they ever gave you will turn into their nightmare. That's the punchline, that's the joke. And you, ha, you're the one delivering it. Look in the mirror. Go on. Stare long enough, and you'll see it. The monster, not the mask you wear for work, not the smile you fake for peace, but the thing clawing behind your eyes. That's the part they warned you about. That's the version they never wanted to wake up. Because once you see it, once you accept it, you can't unsee it. You can't unfeel, and you sure as hell can't put it back in the cage. They told you monsters were dangerous. They lied. Monsters aren't dangerous. Monsters are honest. They don't pretend. They don't dress up weakness as kindness. They don't beg for permission. They take, they devour. They laugh at walls that others worship. And the world, oh, the world hates honesty. It hates the reminder that under all the politeness and order, we're just animals scratching, biting, bleeding for survival. You've been polite, haven't you? You've played their little game, smiled when you wanted to scream, shook hands when you wanted to break them, nodded yes while something inside you was begging to shout no. And all that time the mirror knew. The mirror saw. It saw the fracture spreading. It saw the fire leaking. It saw the monster pacing, waiting, starving. Ha. And now it's awake. The monster doesn't care about rules. The monster doesn't need approval. It doesn't wait for applause. It doesn't crave safety. It craves one thing: freedom. Raw, unchained, bloody if it has to be. That's why they fear you. Not because of who you are now, but because of who you could be if you stopped apologizing. Because the day you accept the monster is the day you stop being human in their eyes and start being a threat. But here's the secret. They created the monster. Every rejection, every betrayal, every hand that pushed you down was a stitch in its skin. Every warning they gave was another brick in its bones. And now they want to erase it. No, too late. The monster doesn't go back to sleep. The monster doesn't forgive. It remembers every laugh at your expense, every chain they locked around you, every you can't. And now it wants to answer back. So stare harder, smile wider, let the monster grin through your teeth. Because the moment you stop running from it, the moment you wear it like armor, that's when you become untouchable. That's when their warnings turn into prayers. That's when fear flips sides, and they'll see it in your eyes. The monster isn't your curse, it's your crown, and you'll wear it laughing in their face. Pain. That's the real teacher, isn't it? Forget their books, their speeches, their perfect little formulas for life. None of that cuts deep enough. Pain is sharper, cleaner, more honest. Every scar you carry is a blueprint. Every wound is a reminder. It doesn't lie to you. It doesn't sugarcoat. It builds you in silence, chiseling at your bones until you become something harder than they ever imagined. They wanted pain to break you, That was the plan. Betray you, laugh at you, humiliate you, make sure you never stand up again. But pain has a sick sense of humor. Instead of burying you, it sculpted you. Every rejection carved your edges. Every failure hammered your steel. Every time you fell, pain whispered, "Get up, but get up different." And you did. Ha, ha, you did. And now you're sharper than their comfort, stronger than their warnings. You see, comfort is death. Safety is poison. They hide behind it like it's salvation. But really it's a coffin. Padded walls, soft pillows, no sound, no growth. That's where they want you. Silent, numb, forgettable. But pain doesn't let you rest. It drags you awake at night. It makes you restless, hungry, dangerous. Pain is the spark that makes you claw your way out of the box they nailed shut around you. Every scar you wear is proof that you survived what they hoped would destroy you. Proof that you walked through fire and came out with flames in your hand. Proof that you don't break, you sharpen. They don't understand that. They look at scars like weakness. You look at scars like weapons. And that's why they're afraid. Because the more pain you've endured, the less power their warnings have over you. Let them keep their safe little lie. Let them hide behind their fragile smiles. You've tasted pain. You've danced with it. You've been reshaped by it. And now, while they tremble at the thought of losing, you've already lost 1,000 times and survived. You're not scared of pain anymore. You welcome it. You use it. You turn it into fuel, into fury, into fire. And when you rise, it won't be in spite of pain, it'll be because of it. So laugh when it hurts. Laugh when they betray you. Laugh when life spits in your face. Because all it's doing is writing the blueprint. All it's doing is sharpening the blade. And when the final cut is done, when the design is complete, you won't just be stronger. You'll be unbreakable. And they'll regret every ounce of pain they ever gave you. Ha! Chaos. That word makes them sweat, doesn't it? They cling to order like a drowning man clings to driftwood. Rules, schedules, routines, all their fragile little systems. They tell you chaos is destruction, that it tears things apart. Ha! But here's the joke. They're right. Chaos does destroy. It destroys cages. It destroys illusions. It destroys the lies they've built their lives around. Chaos is the hammer that cracks the mask off their pretty little faces. They warn you to avoid it, to fear it, because chaos is unpredictable. And people hate what they can't predict. It makes them shiver. It makes them feel naked. But for you, chaos is freedom. It's the only place where you're untouchable. When things fall apart, when order shatters, you're not lost. You're alive. You don't wait for the pieces to settle. You pick them up. You rearrange them. You build a new picture while everyone else is still crying over the broken frame. They worship stability, but stability is just a leash made of glass. Transparent, fragile, one strike away from breaking. And when it breaks, they panic. You smile. Because chaos is the language you understand, the fire you thrive in. When everything collapses, you don't collapse with it. You dance in the ashes. You breathe the smoke. You laugh as the world scrambles to rebuild its little walls. Because while they rebuild, you're already rewriting the rules. Chaos is not your enemy. It's your weapon. It confuses them. It blinds them. It makes them hesitate while you move. They're so desperate to cling to what was. They forget to fight for what could be. And in that moment, your moment, you strike. You rise. You create. You become the storm they can't control. The wild card they never calculated for. The one mistake they never saw coming. And here's the secret. They know it. They know if you ever fall in love with chaos, you'll never crawl back into their cages. You'll never sit in their safe little boxes again. You'll laugh too loud. You'll move too fast. You'll break too much. And that terrifies them. Because a person who thrives in chaos is unstoppable. You can't scare them. You can't control them. You can't kill what feeds on destruction itself. So embrace it. Tear down the script, flip the board, smash their game into pieces, and play with the shark. Because chaos doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're free, and freedom with teeth. Ha! Freedom with blood in its smile. That's not chaos, that's power, and you're holding it now. Look at it, feel it, wield it, and watch them crumble. Ruthless. That word tastes sharp, doesn't it? Like broken glass on the tongue. They'll tell you it's ugly. They'll call it cruel. But here's the truth: kindness never built an empire. Ruthlessness did. Every leader they worship, every empire they study, every name etched in history's bones. None of them got there by being nice. They cut, they burned, they sacrificed, and they laughed while doing it. You've been told to care too much, to forgive, to compromise. Compromise is just a slow death. Every time you bend, you snap a little inside. Every time you swallow your hunger, you rot a little deeper. And one day you wake up with nothing left. That's what they want. A hollow shell who says yes, who obeys, who breaks on command, but not anymore. The taste of ruthlessness is already on your lips. Being ruthless doesn't mean being heartless. No. It means choosing your path over theirs, choosing your fire over their comfort, choosing to cut off the chains before they strangle you. It means looking someone in the eyes and saying, "If it's me or you, it's me," and then walking away without guilt. That's the art, the discipline. Ruthlessness is clarity. It's knowing what matters and burning everything else. They'll hate you for it. They'll call you selfish, arrogant, cold. But notice who's saying it. The ones who never had the spine to chase what they wanted. The ones who handed their lives over to warnings and regrets. Of course they'll hate you. Of course they'll spit venom at you. Because every ruthless move you make reminds them of their own weakness, their own obedience, their own fear of being free. But you're different. You're willing to be hated. You're willing to stand alone. You're willing to watch bridges burn if it means the fire lights your way forward. That's the kind of strength no warning can kill. That's the kind of power no cage can hold. Ruthlessness isn't cruelty. It's survival sharpened into art. It's the monster learning to smile while it tears the world apart. So cut deep, cut clean, cut without apology. Because when the dust settles, they won't remember you as kind. They'll remember you as unforgettable, as unstoppable, as the one who did what they couldn't. And when they whisper about you in fear, when they call you ruthless, wear it like a crown. Because only the ruthless rise, only the ruthless take, only the ruthless live without chains. Silence. Oh, silence is the sharpest scream of all. Louder than words, heavier than threats. People panic when the noise disappears. When you stop answering. When you stop explaining. Because silence isn't emptiness. It's a mirror. And when they stare into it, all they hear is their own weakness echoing back at them. That's why silence terrifies more than shouting ever could. They told you to defend yourself, to explain, to prove your worth. Pathetic. Explanation is just begging in disguise. When you stay silent, you don't beg, you don't bow, you don't dance for their approval. You just stand there still, untouchable. And the longer you hold it, the more they squirm. The silence wraps around them like a noose. Every second they wait for your reaction. Their fear grows fatter, louder, heavier. Do you know the trick? Rage burns fast. Shouting drains power. But silence is eternal. It lingers in their heads long after you've walked away. It whispers while they sleep. It gnaws at their skulls like rats in the dark. Why didn't he answer? Why didn't she react? What does it mean? It means you've already won. because silence turns their own mind against them. Silence is not weakness. It's warfare. It's control. It's the smile you wear when they expect a scream. It's the absence of reaction that makes them question everything. Did you break? Did you plot? Did you win? Silence is a weapon with no fingerprints. A blade they can't see but always feel. And once they've felt it, they'll fear it forever. Use it. Starve them of your words. Let their accusations rot unanswered. Let their insults echo unanswered. Let their warnings die unanswered. Because when you don't feed the fire, they choke on their own smoke. They destroy themselves with questions they'll never get answers to. And all the while you walk away laughing in silence. So remember this, the loudest revenge is not rage. It's silence. Cold, ruthless, patient. And when they realize you didn't even waste a single breath on them, that's when the fear sets in. That's when they know you're not just stronger. You're untouchable. You're the silence that kills without a sound.